What up, though? Welcome to the TAGT Show. I'm your host, Mr. Slate, and I want to thank you for tuning in for WFLNT Radio, channel 810.5. That's right, y'all. It's about that time for some headline news. I want you to sit back, grab you a glass of wine or sip of cognac, and relax. You had a long, hard day, and there's a lot going on out here, so let's get into it. What up, though? Welcome to the TAGT Show. It is May 5th, 2020. It is 12:23 a.m. Central Time. I'm coming through Birmingham, Alabama, on the way to North Carolina to drop a load, y'all. That's right. I'm your host, Mr. Slate. I want to thank you for tuning in to WFLNT Radio, channel 810.5. Absolutely, y'all. Don't forget to hit your like buttons, hit your subscribe, hit your bells, your whistles, everything. Hit us on the hotline, 810-553-6592. That's 810-553-6592. Also, you can reach us on the Facebook at the TAGT Show. That's on Facebook at the TAGT Show. You can also hit us on Twitter, Mr._Slate 810. That's Mr._Slate 810. And also shoot us an email for shout outs, any suggestions, or any concerns. Let us know how you doing out there, man. That's Mr. Slate 810 at gmail.com. Mr. Slate 810 at gmail.com. So, how y'all doing out there, man? I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. Haven't heard too much about the meat shortage. Everyone that I know is pretty much stocked up and got everything they need. Most people that I know really don't do that much meat like that, but it's still good to have. You need to have all you can get, man. Jerkies, everything. They're reopening things slowly but surely, and in my opinion, I think that we should be even more careful at this time, because you have people that were confined to their homes. Now people are getting out and moving around and going to barbershops, nail salons. They're even opening gyms. I have a friend in Vegas that let me know that they're considering reopening the casinos, but they have certain games that will not be able to be played at this point in time until they figure out. But as far as like slot machines, they have like this plexiglass casing that you sit in that keeps you confined, and it's like, wow, what direction are we heading to, y'all? What is the future going to look like? Because I don't know about y'all, from this point on, to do simple gestures like, shaking the handyman's hand for doing a good job for a job you hired them for, or just saying what's up to the mailman and shaking his hand, or your local grocer, or somebody's just bagging your groceries and take your groceries out to your car and you just shake their hand. That's gone. We're programmed now to stay away from each other. Your neighbor, you help your neighbor, old lady down the street, do something to her house, or help someone where you just want to give them like a friendly hug. That's over with. You have to be careful. So I think we should be even more careful now that people are starting to come out of their homes and move around and try to continue regular life. I'm seeing stores and establishments all across the nation. We just left from California. going over to North Carolina, so I'm running coast to coast right now pretty much, and there's signs on the establishments and truck stops that says no mask, no service. And then when you go inside, there's like lines on the floor for to give you a reference point to stand and wait for service 6 feet apart. Like, I don't think it's never gonna be the same again. I've always said that, but it's really weird, man. Like, what is happening to us, y'all? Was this done deliberately? Was this a mistake? These are questions you should ask yourself, and these are topics and things that you should research. Now is a good time to invest. Research some stocks and grab as many as you can grab. Keep in mind that, it is going to tank. It's going to tank again. There's going to be another big tank. It's going to be another big downfall. We haven't even reached our halfway point yet. Not yet. And I hope you're not shocked by that. So, all I know is it's not going to be the same. It's really something to really sit back and think about how, we used to play as kids. I'm 43 years old. These kids here, they don't go outside. They don't play. They don't have like neighborhood cliques and neighborhood games that they play and ride bikes and chase each other around. There may be small neighborhoods or some neighborhoods that do it, but not like how we used to do it, man. Not how we used to do it. It'll never be the same, man. Never. Like, it's ridiculous. Well, let's look into some headline news. Let's see what's going on out here. Let's see what they're saying. This is the TAGT show, y'all. I got a little excited here, man. Let's do this. Let's take a look and see what's cracking over here. The Washington Post published an article on May 4th at 7:30 p.m. By Matt Zapotowski and Marissa Eide and John Wagner. States relax coronavirus restrictions as U.S. fitfully seeks steps towards normalcy. All right, so I've been reading through here, and pretty much we're opening up slowly but surely. But they're saying that we're getting new cases. New cases are popping up everywhere. And that's because people are starting to engage with each other. They're starting to go out and do things. Let's take a look at it. An array of states relaxed coronavirus-related restrictions, and U.S. senators returned to the Capitol on Monday as the country accelerated its fitful efforts to return to normalcy from the pandemic that continues to claim hundreds of lives each day. At least 9 states, including Florida, Colorado, Missouri, and Arkansas, took some steps towards reopening, though they did so gingerly. Florida, for example, opened more of its beaches, along with restaurants and retail stores in much of the state, but at a reduced capacity with patrons spaced 6 feet apart. Arkansas reopened gyms, but required those coming to first be screened for symptoms of the virus. So that gym thing, I don't know about that. Y'all think about that, man. Y'all think about that. I would say don't do nothing you wouldn't do a month ago. In my opinion, I wouldn't mess around. I wouldn't mess around right now. It's just too early in the game. Like I said, we haven't even reached the halfway mark yet. Let's read on and let's see what else they say. The United States on Monday added more than 21,000 cases and more than 840 deaths to its daily toll. In total, more than 1.1 million Americans have now been diagnosed with the novel coronavirus, and more than 68,000 have died from it. President Trump on Sunday said the final death count could be as high as 100,000, a significant increase from his prior prediction of 65,000. We got to take this serious, y'all. Just because they're lifting the lockdowns, or the stay-at-home orders, still take. Be smart. Don't just run out here and put on your mask, man. Put on mask, man. Get your sanitizer. Wash your hands. Be smart. Be smart, man, because it's. I know it's hard sitting in the house. I know it's hard. Myself personally, I don't even know if I could do it. I mean, I would have to, but I could just imagine the stress and the anxiety, and you just want to get up and get out. And there's things that you can do, y'all. Y'all can go to a park and walk. You just can't be all up in people's faces, man. Take the family and go for a walk, around a park or something, or go for a ride, you know what I mean? Or, there's things that you can do. You don't necessarily have to go into a barbershop, man. You got to learn how to line yourself up, man. It might not be as sharp and crisp as your barber do it. Ladies, you got to learn how to do your own hair. You got to learn how to do your own nails. These are things that y'all should be, working on yourself, because it's going to come to that. At some point, you're not going to be able to go to the salon and or go get your hair done. You're not going to be able to go spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, and that's on the low side. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Learn how to do these things yourself and get good at it. Somebody said something the other day that if you're broke after everything go back to normal, something wrong with you. And I kind of think there's some truth to that, because this is the time where you should have been figuring things out. You know what I mean? Nobody can point at you and say, oh, this lazy cat or this lazy girl, she's sitting in the house, she ain't been nowhere, and this and that and this and that. No, this is the time where you should be figuring out where you can get in. You know what I mean? Where you can fit into things, where you can make stuff happen. But the mentality is, I'm ready to go back to work. The mentality isn't, let me figure out how I can get me something popping to where I won't have to go through this again. Have y'all thought about next year, next flu season? Like, what's that going to be like? And we all know that when something like this hits, it hits again and it come back way harder, way stronger. So y'all think about that, man. The kids they're graduating, man, and they don't know what to do. And that's a sucky situation. You know what I mean? There's an article on NBC News that was published by Gwen Aviles. It says, with campus life in question, high school seniors are wondering if they should still go to college. That's a real sticky situation right there, y'all. Messed up the kids' graduations and proms and things like that. Yo, this stuff is crazy, man. But yeah, I just want to check in with y'all and let y'all know that y'all have to be careful out there. Although that restrictions are being lifted and things are opening up, still you want to be even more careful, man. This is Mr. Slate. This is May 5th, 12:36 a.m. Central Time. On our way to North Carolina, man. This is the TAGT Show. Hit us 810-553-6592. That's 810-553-6592. Also email us at MrSlate810@gmail.com. I thank y'all for tuning in, man, and y'all have a good one. Peace.